Hi. This is one other challenging thing that we're going to learn about when balancing chemical equations, what I call the 1 + 2 = 2 problem. So let's take a look at this example. We have CO plus O2 gives you CO2. There's only two elements, and you notice the carbon is in two places, whereas the oxygen is in all three. Using what we learned in the previous video, we should try to balance the carbon first, and then balance the oxygen afterwards. But this one gets more tricky because the carbon is already balanced. We have one before the reaction and one afterwards. So the only way to solve this is to find a way to balance the oxygens. Now we have, before the reaction, we have one oxygen here and two oxygens there for a grand total of 3. And on the other side, we have two oxygens. This is why I call it the 1 + 2 = 2 problem. We have one oxygen here plus 2. And on the other side, we just have 2. Well, the key to solving this is to realize something about the two oxygens we have after the reaction. Because there's 2 here and I can only make copies of this molecule, that means that no matter how many copies of this molecule I make, there will always be an even number of oxygen atoms after the reaction. In contrast, before the reaction, this +1 is causing me the trouble. Right? The two oxygens here, no matter how many copies, will always be an even number. But that +1 is making me have an odd number of oxygens before the reaction, which is what's making it impossible for them to line up. So when you get the 1 + 2 = 2 problem, or any of the similar versions, what you need to do is you need to make it have an even number, especially with that +1. So to make that +1 into an even number, I'm going to make another copy of CO. Now, before the reaction, I have a total of 4 oxygens. 2 here plus another 2 there. So now I can balance the 4 I had before the reaction with the others afterwards. Check. You notice that by making this +1 into an even number, it made the solution a lot easier to find. And I can double check that this is correct. I have 2 carbons here and 2 carbons after the reaction. I have 4 oxygens before the reaction and 4 oxygens after the reaction. So both elements check out. And now I just write in my coefficients. We've got a 2, a 1, and a 2. So just to sum things up, whenever you have a 1 + 2 = 2 problem or something similar, turn that 1 into an even number and then go from there.